pull some cards and just look what is going on with society, the overview. You know, we have that, and I've talked about this so many times, this big polarization happening. Those that are going to light are going ever further to the light, and those of the dark are getting ever more egregious, okay, just egregious. So that polarization is happening, and so let's see what the cards are going to tell us about this phenomena, this polarization that is happening now as we're making these transitions from third to fourth densities. And like I said, you know, the dark cannot stand the light. It is painful to the dark. It is painful to the dark, and they just are reactive, reactive, reactive. So let's see what we have about it. That it's about this feeling beleaguered, you know, the energies, having to fight through everything. The challenge is, you know, I want what I want when I want it. Wish-fulfilling card. Buy my way out, etc. Emotions, their emotional upheaval of the wish-fulfilling card. You know, but, you know, sometimes they're drunk on power, whatever, you know. It's not in a beneficial way, okay? So the conscious thoughts are, there are those that are feeling alone, okay? There are those that are feeling in the dark. There are those that are feeling isolated. But on the opposite side, we have those that are doing the investigation, doing the work, okay? So we have it, again, the positive and the negative with this. There are those that are isolated, and then there are those that are using the time for introspection, for, you know, moving forward. Okay. The way it's seen is, you know, this is going to try to shed light on it, on what's taking place. Which way are you going? Are you one that's isolated, okay? Or are you one that's using the time for something positive? Subconscious, again, a lot of fallacy, a lot of fantasy, a lot of things floating around out there. And we've just, again, had all these emotional upheavals because we've dealt with so many things. You know, the snakes, the masks, you know, the arrogance, the nasty, you know, backbiting. We've had some victories, but again, we're just going through all this nonsense, okay? Energy surrounding it. People are hurting, okay? Let's face it. People are hurting. And again, we're hurting from all of the nonsense that's being put out there on a daily basis. This nonsense, and feeling that we've been disempowered, you know. A lot of people are feeling disempowered. And the abuse of powers that were there with the 45 administration. We're still dealing with January 6th, all the abuses of power that were there, okay? And feeling, and then those that are in the negative are feeling like they're being abused, their liberties are being curtailed, they have to wear a mask. It should just, you know, upend it on both sides, okay? Foundation is a lot of emotion, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of people are feeling the pain, okay? So very emotional time for both sides with this polarization, okay? In the past, okay, we had to deal with the, you know, the one who thinks he was king, wanted to be king, and we're still dealing with it. We're still dealing with the drama. Yeah, hopes and fears. It's about the White House, my card for the White House, okay? The fear was, you know, that we would have had a dictator. The hope is that some of this is going to get straightened out, and we're going to get some balance. We're going to get some grounding in place, okay? Short term, still dealing with he who shall not be named. Okay, still wanting to have that come to an end, a conclusion, so some people can feel grounded again. Last card, yeah, a lot of people have a lot of worry, feeling tied up mentally. You know, this is mentally being tied up with this stuff, and I think there's just so many on both sides. There are those that want to believe he's president, and those of us that know he's not. In any case, it's weighing on both sides' minds, feeling tied up, okay, as this goes through. Oh, Lord have mercy. Again, we want somebody to be empowered, that's beneficial, okay? Somebody that can take charge, that can do the right thing, and we're still dealing with the one that was doing an abuse of power when they were in there. So we're dealing with that. So much misinformation, fantasy, abuse of powers, okay? And so everybody, we have a lot of people that are still feeling abused in a lot of ways. A lot of pain, okay? A lot of emotion going on, whether it's the positive or the negative. Either one's feeling isolated, or they're using the time for wisdom, for introspection, okay? And again, also is investigations and things going on as well. So this was about being beleaguered and dealing with the wish fulfilling. I wish it was this way, I wish it was that way, and having to struggle through this time. That's not easy. It's not going to be easy, but you got to push through and you can make it, okay? So let me know what you think about this reading. Thank you for tuning in, love and light. See you online.